Bacha, you bring us such music and such dear, dear images and remembrance and tributes to those we should remember and appreciate for the not only their art but also the difficulties they had. And thank you for that. I have a couple of pieces. As a Taoist, I think we have to spin things around a bit and take a look at something from another perspective. So I'm gonna do a little tribute to our friends at the Doge, our friends who bring their own special blend of tyranny. So this first piece is called Making Greenland Grape Again. Returning to it again like a long lost cousin or even friend. We've brought up vineyards from the Indus Valley. We've hired a bunch of homeless locals to stage a rally. We'll be planting a hearty vintage all along the icy coast where the North Atlantic whispers off the ice encrusted shoreline, or so we'd like to boast. We've offered employment to the local population, and although we're not entirely certain of contingencies and requirements of the local operation, we've announced $1 million investment on paper, to be sure. But with the vineyards and the brewery, we're pleased to suggest the hardy local reindeer may very well endure. The frozen tundra nearby will no doubt prove entirely fertile, or on the fallow, untested, albeit rock-strewn ground, or so we've been assured by our AG manager, a charming girl named Myrtle. The proliferation of several varieties of lichen add a picturesque splash of color to the varieties of gray landscape that we fully expect to double. We anticipate next December for our groundbreaking effort. We've rounded up again some homeless migrants who launched the project. This bunch has impressed us all as clever. We'll be performing laser guided drilling with brand new AI foremen, but the locals are undergoing formal cyber farming training, at least that's what's been determined. The literate among them will make up the clerical staff because there's insurance forms to process, punch cards to load, so I'm not yet prepared to laugh. We'll be handing out hundreds to hungry passers-by. This can be easily explained pretty soon, my friend. You'll know. We'll plan to tell you by and by. We've been giving large bills to children and the wandering homeless. Sure, that's true. And they often find us enticing, and the work is quite exciting because many will be of voting age, or so we do construe. We imagine bountiful vineyards, a beachside that we've been nourishing. We expect it'll be flourishing, new hotels, a thriving tourist trade, and as they relax, they can enjoy a festive reindeer parade. Now, many of you may be confused about what it is exactly that we want from Greenland, and I'm here. I've been whispering to Elon, and he's informed me exactly what it is that makes him order Trump to go get Greenland. So this is called We Want. Arsenic and beryllium? No, we will not come to steal them. We come to barter. Honest John, we're quietly serious. We have in theory things you'll need, and yes, they've come to us from greed. We're well armed, yes. I'm sure you have guessed, and we've made sure that so many ways the world is impressed. America first. I'm sure you've heard it, and while it's our newest motto, we're aware in a planetary way it's quite absurd, yet come what may. We must look out for our corporations, you see. We do practice our own Darwinian selection. We take care of our moguls that watch out for us. The ruling class has its duties after all. In God we trust. Beryllium, cobalt, lithium, and graphite, these are the strategic matters that keep us up at night. The inventory cupboard really isn't bare, but we take care our strategic sources get us where what we need well short this side of greed. It's own quite serious sort of need. The protection racket is no pretty game, but we need you and you need us. It's all the same. And then last but not least, this is referring to the Doge investigation, all those little details, inside the computer systems. It's called This Cosmic Comic Bunch. They thought no more about it than a broken spoke. It's all just wheels or maybe gears, but either way, I like the yields one can always hope. Subtract a few from over here. What's it matter? A liberal tier? Sure, maybe. We'll get some time later if things go boom or maybe crater. No big deal, no fretting. I'm just go-getting in another room. No one expects this myriad ineffectual judicial rejection. The fetid, feral, febrile injection from a nuclear tomb might need some oversight and require inspection even late at night. A second shift? Nah, too bad. Let her rip. These are indeed some places robots will not go. Don't you remember Fukushima or Chernobyl or 3 Mile Island? Maybe that's not your scene. No time for ripper stripper dying. Who's excited? Well, it isn't us. We've got our Diet Cokes and Doritos and maybe a little radioactive dust on our pizza crust. What's a fuss? If it all goes boom, no biggie, chum, we got another room. Except when every door seems to lead to another lead-line glowing nuclear doom, or something or another. Some babies will starve, but that's okay. We'll stop their whining and the long last, they'll just go away, come what may. Hey, what do you say? But nuclear staffer, those late long techno boogies after, this last laughter way up there concealed in the rafters. Oh, those nuclear staffers fighting against the long, odd disaster. And the only bulwark preventing right there is a reactor defending radioactive steam venting, dissenting. They would against global disasters, come what may. It won't be very long after. They'll ride the abiding, colliding nuke and just like tending bar, you buzzer juke. It's really different where they are. They're just not scooting silicone chips about. When the nuclear skiers go too long unmanned, he'll turn us all into a dusty, crusty Afghanistan, glittering there in the dust it used to be. But now it seems silicone turned to radioactive sand. So mote it be.